Scam versus scam in Karnataka. Amid Muda scam heat, Siddu Sarkara goes after BJP. COVID scam under BS Yediyurappa under lens. ₹7,000 crore COVID scam in Karnataka. Exclusive details accessed on India Today.
The overall spent money is around 7,200 crores is what the report says. And now the government has formed an SIT to do a detailed inquiry.
BJP dismisses scam claims. Karnataka scam showdown. Top focus on India Today.
We've accessed exclusive details here on India Today on the alleged COVID scam in Karnataka during the BJP government in the state. We'll get to that in a bit, but first I want to put the focus on another story from the state. The images here on your screens are from 2022. When in Hubballi in Karnataka, there were communal riots that broke out. Multiple cases were filed. Over 120 people were booked, including an AIMIM leader, because 4 policemen were also injured in this all-out rioting. Now, guess what? These elements who resort to this kind of violence are only being emboldened by the siddaramaiah Sarkara. How? All cases that have been filed against the accused have now been dropped. The case is withdrawn at the behest of the Karnataka government, and like I said, it includes several AIMIM leaders who were accused of leading a mob that actually attacked the police, that attacked a police station. They attempted to storm that police station during this rioting. The incident back then had sparked political tensions. It's back in the focus today with the siddaramaiah government letting off all of these accused, despite a great job by the police in actually ensuring that every single person who was involved in this rioting was held accountable. The BJP is saying that all of this is being done just to appease a certain community. Two years after the riots in Hubballi that hit national headlines, the siddaramaiah government in Karnataka has withdrawn charges against all the 139 accused. The unrest began on April 16, 2022, after the image of a saffron flag atop a mosque was shared on social media. This sparked outrage in the Muslim community, leading to protests outside the old Hubballi police station that turned violent. 4 police officers were injured in the attacks. AIMIM leader Mohammad Arif was among those held for the violence. The charges against the accused included offences like attempted murder and rioting, but all of that has now been withdrawn. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has actually defended the decision to drop the cases.
ಕೋರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಕೆಲವು ಮೊಕದ್ದಮೆಗಳನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಇದೆ. ಕ್ಯಾಬಿನೆಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಅವರ ವಿವೇಚನೆಯಿಂದ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕ್ಯಾಬಿನೆಟ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಒಪ್ಪಿದೆ. ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅದನ್ನು.
16 ತಾರೀಕಿಂದ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. 16 ತಾರೀಕಿಂದ ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋರಾಟ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ.
The BJP rained fire at the Congress government, saying this was a step of Muslim appeasement.
Some of the ministers, some of the MLAs of the Congress party, they wrote to the government, chief minister and the home minister that cases should be withdrawn. The police department and the Ministry of Law of the state government, they have opposed the withdrawing of the case. In spite of that, they have withdrawn it. That means, in a way, they are supporting Islamic fundamental activities.
The charges against these rioters were dropped a year after Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar wrote to the police department demanding a withdrawal of the cases against the accused. With Nagarjun Dwarkanath in Bengaluru, Bureau Report, India Today. So 4 police officials were also injured in the riots that had taken place. And remember, this mob, thinking and having no fear of the law, actually went ahead and attempted to target a police station, attempted to set it on fire. Today, essentially, the message that's going across from the Siddaramaiah government is that they were right. They had no reason to have any fear of the law. Nagarjun Dwarkanath is joining us live from Bengaluru with more details on this. Nagarjun, for obvious reasons, this has sparked a whole lot of political outrage. But what really is the government saying as the reason behind wanting these cases to be withdrawn and then taking that step? Do they believe that they're innocent, have been wrongly accused by their own police force?
This all started when D.K. Shivkumar, the Deputy Chief Minister in 2023, had written a letter to the ADG Law and Order back then asking them to drop charges against 138 people, saying BJP government had targeted innocent people as well. But the government back then decided not to drop the cases and investigation would continue. But the cabinet subcommittee would take up the matter and decide. Now the cabinet committee has decided that the cases can be dropped against these people. And the reason mentioned is request from the public opinion as well as civil society is what on paper in the cabinet note is mentioned. No authority from the government has come on record to mention as to why are they dropping this specific case. That is the reason why BJP is targeting the government, saying that this is appeasement politics. When cases of farmers and students are pending, cases of certain people who try to set fire on police stations and jeeps and assault government workers are being dropped. If not, this is appeasement. What else is what BJP is asking the government today?
Absolutely bizarre defense that's coming from the government. As Naga tells us, the messaging essentially is that the public wanted this. Who asked for it? Why did they act on this request? Those are all questions that remain unanswered. Nagarjun, I request you to stay on with me because the other big story that's come in from Karnataka, which we gave you a glimpse of earlier as well, is the COVID scam claim by the Karnataka government. It's been doing the rounds for a while. This is the Siddaramaiah government that's targeted the erstwhile BJP government. Remember that this was a government led by B.S. Yediyurappa during the COVID times in Karnataka. An SIT had been formed to probe the alleged irregularities in the procurement of equipment that took place during the COVID pandemic. And the SIT has been formed on the basis of an interim report submitted to the Chief Minister by a Judicial Commission. That report is with us now on India Today. So what really does it say? It alleges that there was a massive scam to the tune of over 7,000 crores and these irregularities of over 7,000 crores and the recovery of over 500 crores. The Commission has reportedly reviewed 55,000 documents from departments concerned before submitting its interim report. Now, you've got several details of wastage with regards to RT-PCR testing, on oxygen plants, medical equipment, all of that. But remember that this is coming at a time when you've had the BJP also upping the ante against the Congress over the alleged Muda scam. So what we're seeing in Karnataka essentially is both of them squaring off, fighting it out, levelling corruption charges against each other. You've got, in fact, the Karnataka BJP chief who's also reacted to this. Let's get you some of those reactions.
ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ವಿರೋಧ ಪಕ್ಷಗಳನ್ನ ಬೆದರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಸರೆಂಡರ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಭ್ರಮೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂತೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಹಳೆ ಕೇಸ್ನ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ರಿಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ವಿರೋಧ ಪಕ್ಷದವ್ರನ್ನ ಬೆದರಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಪ್ರಿಯಾಂಕಾ ಖರ್ಗೆ ಅವರು ಪಿಡಿಒ ಅವರ ಇಲಾಖೆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಆಲಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಮಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ವಿಜಯೇಂದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಒಂದು 1 ಅವರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದು ಈ ನಾಲಾಯಕ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇವ್ರ ಯೋಗ್ಯತೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ವಿರೋಧ ಪಕ್ಷದವ್ರನ್ನ ಬೆದರಿಸುವ ಮೂಲಕ ಅವರ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಸ್ಥಾನ ಉಳಿತದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಭ್ರಮೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾರೆ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷದವರು. ಅದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka is bound to resign. He will resign.
The government, after considering the interim report, has decided that SIT is to be constituted and also the cabinet subcommittee to monitor the investigation and the actions that are initiated. This is one as regards decision regarding COVID-19 malpractices.
Okay, let's take this back across to Nagarjun Dwarkanath, who accessed that report for us filed by the Judicial Commission on the serious allegations of an alleged COVID scam. Nagarjun, besides the details that have been mentioned of where this alleged scam took place and where the alleged irregularities are, have any BJP leaders actually been named in the scam, or is it directly at B.S. Yediyurappa's door now?
At this point of time, the committee report given by Justice Michael Kuna has not named any official or not named any politician per se. They only said that in 7,200 crore that was spent during the COVID over the last 3 years has not been spent rightly, and the exchequer has got losses. And they go in detail to explain in what terms they have lost money. Certain RT-PCR kits were procured at higher prices. Oxygen plants and ICU ventilators were not procured by the registered vendors, and the tender violation has happened. They have not procured as per the Karnataka Tender Act, is what the commission report says. Now the government has formed an SIT to take this commission report as the foundation and inquire as to who were the people behind this decision making as to procure RT-PCR kit, procure ventilators, procure the oxygen plants, and then most likely the buck might stop with the former Chief Minister Yediyurappa and former Health Minister B.S. Yediyurappa, as well as Sudhakar, who was the Health Minister. So we'll have to wait and watch if BJP leaders will be summoned and questioned in this.
All right, an SIT investigation will happen now. So this is going to, of course, snowball into a huge controversy. Thanks very much, Nagarjun, for getting us all of those details.